It was rather a kind of apology to the world, to the death that we must avoid. Well, we thank the statements of Attorney General William Saab, and here it is the Ombudsman Office, and we want to see your perceptions about the this issue. Well, it is very important, the hearing of today. In fact, the Ombudsman Office and the Prosecutor's Office, we attach to that, request to that, and it is very important the actions of all Venezuelan institutions, which from the first moment they assisted the teachers affected, and it is a special call for children. Girls and boys don't fall to those provocations that attempt on your security, but also the teenagers must denounce any issue that compromised the life or that attempt against the security of the safety of people, as it is, because this is a crime and it is a danger for the nation. They can come to any of the headquarters of the Ombudsman Office, the Prosecutor's Office, any educational facility. There you will be guided, and we are trying to avoid all that harmful contents on social media. Who is searching for death? My congratulations for families. Not only the Association of Bolivarian Families that presented that this filed this lawsuit, but all the protections of boys and girls. So it is a call for everyone to dedicate to eradicate this culture of violence, of death, of risk against the health, against lives that are just there on social media. So those companies who promote or allowed through them these attacks against Venezuelan society and against the lives of our children will be punished. Well, thank you very much for the statements of Pedro Luis, and we want to hold talks with Carmen, who's a leader of the movements of families who have made this lawsuit to take some actions against the guilty ones. Well, thank you first of all, I want to thank the Supreme Court of Justice. The mission of this appeal that we raised here precisely yesterday, and in less than 24 hours, when it was activated all the protection system of our minors, because the Bolivarian family movements stem from the fundamental goal of protecting our minors. So these crimes that we're seeing in several educational facilities must alert all Venezuelan families to take all precaution actions on this, mostly on this social media that boost the culture of death and not of peace. So our educational facilities are in a space for life, for peace, and not for death, and that's why all the Venezuelan families, we are all activated to carry out a plan of observation, of safeguarding beside all our institutions, and so we thank again, and we are very grateful for it. Well, they appreciate the support of the Venezuelan judicial system, and we want to talk to another authority about the minors family, and how can you assess the actions taken by the judicial system to prevent all these crimes against minors. Well, once again, the Venezuelan state takes the lead in a such important theme that affects the minors. Well, all institutions have summoned to have to take a responsible action before this, and so as a country part of the International Convention on the Children's Rights, and it is a fundamental tool for the protecting families. And so we have attended an interesting hearing because it is the Venezuelan family, it is the popular power that presents that presents all the things established at the Constitution, and in that sense, as an actor of the protection system of children, we have deployed in all schools and in all the prevention measures, and we are activating the mechanism to guarantee a protection ahead of this silenced enemy, social media, because we are on a very digital world, and so the Venezuelan family needs protection tools to be able to protect our children of very dangerous practices that promote all a culture of hatred and intimidation. And so Venezuela takes the lead and said to the world that we are a country of peace and we defend our constitution, which is very advanced in matters of humanitarian rights, and it is activated a whole mechanism. Well, also mothers representing the movement of the Bolivarian movement of families. What do you have to say to the country? What are your recommendations for mothers and representatives? Well, today, as we have seen constantly, for the with the affectations of our children, so we need that parents and representatives safeguard our children and teenagers in our schools, because it is pivotal to have family communication and support, not only of our educational facilities, ministries, but each one of us in a communication level. We must be held accountable and to safeguard our children and teenagers to be able to have an humanitarian organization, because right now our children are at stake. These virus that are presenting at TikTok. So let's save our children's mental health. And I ask this as a mother, as a parent, and representing those mothers who are at the hospitals with these damages. Let's support spiritually and institutionally to be able to have a joint formation for a better future of our children and teenagers who are the future, and that's the role that we must play. And so we include the communication. So let's support. I ask for the support of TV programs, TV channels. That's the future of us. You lady, mother, and representatives of this outstanding movement of families, Aristobulo, and this hearing, there will be the active and articulated work among the public powers of the country, including this judgment in compliance with the